story is based on a case reported in Scotland in 1993. What happened inside that house remains unexplained to this day. 20-year-old Emily inherits her late grandmother's remote mountain cabin. Everything inside is untouched, except for one locked room. When Emily finds the key and opens the door, the horrors hidden inside begin to unravel. A strange mirror, a chilling painting, and whispers from the dark suggest that something is waiting, and it wants her. Emily stood in front of the cabin. Cold wind brushed against her face, and the trees whispered quietly in the background. The place looked untouched. She had never been here before, yet something felt strangely familiar. As she stepped inside, the wooden floor groaned beneath her feet. Cobwebs, dust, silence. On the table lay an old envelope. She opened it. The writing was shaky. Desperate. Do not enter the room. Burn the key. She laughed nervously. Who leaves a warning like that in their own home? The hallway was narrow and dark. At the end, a door, different from the rest. She tried the handle, locked, but just then, tap, 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 a sound coming from inside. She found the key in the kitchen. It fit perfectly. The door creaked open. Time stood still. Everything inside looked untouched by time, like a scene from another century. But in the center stood a tall mirror. Emily approached the mirror. Without warning, its surface fogged up, and a message appeared, written by an invisible finger. Get out. Her breath caught. She touched the glass. In the reflection, someone stood behind her. She spun around. The room was empty. On the wall hung an old painting. A woman staring straight ahead. She looked exactly like Emily. Behind the painting, a hole in the wall. Inside, diary. The handwriting was ancient. One line stood out. Spirits trapped in mirrors need a body to escape. The lights flickered, then darkness. The mirror lit up on its own, but now the reflection wasn't hers. Her face was distorted, eyes bloodshot, lips trembling. It was still her, but not her. She tried to run. The door wouldn't budge. She screamed for help, but no sound came. From the mirror, a hand emerged. Pale, silent, it grabbed her wrists. Her body went limp. The camera dropped to the floor, and all turned to static. Days later, the police broke in. No one was inside, but the mirror stood there, untouched. One of them leaned in. The glass was fogged, as if someone had just breathed. Now it's your turn. Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? Tell us your story in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss what comes next, because the next tale might be yours.